Hey YouTube, how is it going? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is that? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. So I wanted to do something different. This has nothing to do with tarot cards today, guys. This video is just something that I felt like I needed to reach people. I needed to reach someone with this message. So for me, I did a video back in August about why God puts us through singleness. Why does God bring someone into our life just to take them out? You know those connections where you meet someone, it's like an instant connection. It's all good for a while, and then poof, they're gone. It's like they've ghosted you. They're just gone, and you're kind of left wondering, what the hell happened? Where did it all go wrong? Like, right? You're kind of in this state like, why? Right? I was sitting on the couch and I just got to this place where it's like, I knew I did this video. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get into my Instagram. I knew that I did this video back in August when I was going through my awakening, when I was going through some really hard times, some troubling times, when I was being ghosted and trying to figure out what happened. And I got to this place where I did a video back in August about why God is putting you through singleness. And I really felt like I was in this place of, not understanding. Like, I literally felt like I had to find God again. And that's the direction I took for a couple months, because I didn't even know who I was anymore. I didn't understand. And I got to this point where it's like, I didn't realize how much I didn't even know who I was anymore. I am what they called a relationship hopper. But 8 months ago, I stepped onto the journey of becoming single. For those who have watched my videos and have heard me talk about this before, I was in a very abusive relationship, and I had to make the cautious decision that I didn't want to be in that energy anymore, and that I wanted more for my kids and my son and my life. And so I had to take myself out of that. And it was probably one of the hardest things that I had to do, because when you love someone, you love them for their flaws and all. But no matter how many times I try to help him, no matter how many times I try to change him, I felt like I was giving way more to the relationship than I was getting back. So going into death, going into that, why did God put me into the singlehood? And, it was just really hard, because I was really conflicted. I didn't want to be single. I wanted someone new. I wanted someone to sweep me up. I wanted someone to comfort me. I wanted someone to love me. I wanted someone to be there for me. But all along, I realized I needed to be there for myself. I needed to take care of myself. I needed to heal. I needed to let go. This wasn't just one relationship that has been falling apart. This was one bad relationship that turned into me going from that relationship to another relationship to another relationship to another relationship, until it got to the point where, like I said this last time around, I completely, 8 months, as I'm sitting in front of you right now, this is me 8 months later. But going back into 8 months ago, I wish I would have done a video to show you how broken I was, how messed up I was in my thinking, in my feelings. And I guess I hope that you can take something from this video that will just show you that, you can overcome things. You can come from really bad places and really bad thoughts and make something of yourself. So I am going to name this video "Why You Must Let Go," because I feel like letting go is a really tough, well, it's not a tough topic to talk about, but it's a lot of people, they have a hard time letting go of things. And I am proven proof of that. Hence why I made that sorry guys. It was being in this, I don't even know where I was because my phone distracted me. Okay. So I went down that journey, and I made this decision for myself that I'm going to become single and I'm going to stay single until I know 100% that I'm ready, or until God shows me some sort of sign or some sort of, he brings someone into my life that I can see is genuine. So I made the cautious decision to take that step back and just work on me and heal and let go and really get down to the bottom of why I've been doing the things that I've been doing the last 16 years. So as I was sitting on the couch tonight, I remember making this video about why God puts you through the singleness, the single period. And I was watching other things on YouTube, and I think that's what triggered it. But it was in this point where I was like, you know what? I need to go watch this. Because even though I was speaking to myself 8 months later, and I really felt like I needed to hear the message that I had wrote back then to me now, it really made me realize that I'm at a different level now. I'm at a different vibration. So I'm not that brokenhearted girl that I was. I'm not that confused girl that I was. I'm not lost when it comes to that anymore, because I know that the universe has a plan for me. I know that God has a plan for me. And I know that I had to get through this by way of process. I had to process things. And that's the biggest key word in letting things go, guys, is being able to process. So there's some key points that I want to talk to you about. And I really hope this resonates with you guys. I really hope you can take something from this, even if it's something simple. Please let me know in the comments. Please share this video if that is what you need to do. But I felt like I honestly just needed to come on the couch. I love my tarot cards. I love my messages from them. But today and tonight, for me, it was just about interacting with you guys more. It was about coming through with a message for you guys. So I did 4 key points for this, why you must let go. And the first one says, you are no longer where you were. So the first step to letting go of a person, a situation, is knowing that you are no longer where you were. By that, I mean, it might take weeks, might take months, it may take years for you to realize why things have happened. But eventually you're going to see yourself growing. You're going to see yourself evolving. You're going to see yourself feeling less hurt, less pain. It's hard. It's hard to let go of something that you've put all of your time and energy to, guys. But in order to heal, in order to grow, in order to evolve, you need to understand that you are not that same person anymore, or that you will not be that same person. You need to sit down with yourself and say, okay, this relationship, this situation didn't work out. What did I learn from this situation? What can I take from this situation to help me not make that same mistake down the road? Remember the pain, remember the feelings. This for me is a big thing, because when you disconnect from someone, when a relationship breaks up, your instinct is wanting to lower your self-worth or lower yourself to get this person back, to try and bring this person back into your life. But that's where that, lack of confidence, that's where that lack of self-esteem comes in, because you are putting yourself low on the pedestal. You are putting yourself low as, allowing people to do that to you. When someone makes you feel unworthy, that is the first red flag, guys. And you running back to them, that is you. That is you feeling like you are not good enough. That is you feeling like you are not worthy of something better, something amazing. So in order to let go of something, you need to understand that you're not going to be in this place that you are now weeks, months, or years down the road. You know what? The healing process takes however you need to heal. Like I said, it took me 8 months to get to where I am today, but I can tell you that from where I'm standing right now to where I was, I went through a lot of crying. I went through a lot of emotions. I went through a lot of hating myself, but I had to turn that around. I had to raise my vibration. I had to find my own light. I had to find my own way again. I had to dig myself out of a hole. But this goes into the second key point, I guess, for you guys. And that's, you are stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. Not only do you need to realize that you took yourself out of a situation that you knew wasn't good for you. Whether or not you left or this person left, it really works well when you leave a situation, but when you go through things like abuse, when you go through things like narcissists, when you go through things like being cheated on, it changes you. It changes a person because you automatically feel like you're not worthy. You automatically feel like there's got to be something wrong with you, that this person is treating you the way that they're treating you. But in reality, they're treating you that way because you're allowing it. And if you stop allowing people to treat you that way and you set that healthy boundary to say, you know what, if you can't respect me, if you can't love me, then you can't be in my life. And that's that, right? But you have to get yourself to a place where you're able to say, you know what, you may not think that I'm strong, but I know deep down that I'm strong. You may not think that I'm strong, but I know that I've gone through all of this with you for a reason, even though I don't understand. So it's like, look at how far you've come. Look at the obstacles. Look at the challenges. Feel those emotions again for 1 second before you're able to let go of them. Because in order to heal, you need to forgive. And I'm not just saying forgive this person. I'm saying you need to forgive yourself. All right? You've been at a point in your life, because you're watching this video, where you've either been on rock bottom or you've been to the point where you're like, I don't know, how am I going to pick myself back up, Amy? Right? And I think we all go through those moments in life where, you know, we blame ourselves, we have guilt, we have regrets, we have burdens. And it's kind of like, I don't know where to go with this. Like, I don't know how to be happy again. I don't know how to I don't know how to let go when this is all I've ever known. So one of the key points for number 3 was, you are supported, loved, and needed. You are never alone. That is one of the things that I wanted to throw out there, because when you are in such a depression state, when you feel like you are up against a million different things and you are alone and you have no one to talk to, I feel like Spirit just came down tonight and said, you know what, Amy, you need to deliver this message. You need to let people know that the angels are around them, Spirit's around them, God's always around you. You know, you have to, I'm not saying you have to, but there's got to be friends and family that you guys can turn to, hopefully. But just know that whatever you're going through, you know, even when you don't understand it, leave it to the universe, because the universe knows what you need at this time, even when you don't. Okay? And the last key to this, why you must let go. You know, you need to let go in order to surrender and in order to accept. You know, you are not your past. I love that. You know, the things that we learn from our past, the past relationships, the past hurt, the past pain, this is a lesson, you know, but that does not define you. That was there to teach you. You are in your present right now. So you are able to say, you know what? I don't need to deal with people like that. You know, it's listening to your intuition. It's listening to your gut. It's listening to or watching those red flags. You need to get to this point in your life where you're saying, you know what? I can't live like this anymore. I can't be upset. Like, it's so much easier for me to stand up here and say it. But when you're going through that, it's hard. It's hard to see a way out. It's hard to see the light. But I feel like once you heal and once you forgive this person and you forgive yourself for allowing it to happen and you let go, you will grow. It might not take off right away. But one of the other things that I always heard was, once you start planting your seeds and you start watering the seeds and you start manifesting and you start calling into Spirit, things will start aligning themselves in your life. But you need to realize that the pain, the hurt, the anger, the resentment, the frustration, the confusion, the disappointment, this is all something that you need to go through. And sometimes it breaks us. And sometimes we get to the point where we don't want to go on. We don't want to move on. We don't want to find the medium or the happy ever after. Like, what is the point? right? Like, what is the point? I am like the poster child for like calling in a bunch of jerks, and you know, I am like literally the poster child for the worst relationships possible. Maybe that is why Spirit put me on this 8-month journey where, you know, they allowed me to do what I needed to do to heal myself. But you have to make a conscious choice, guys, to say, you know what? I'm going to move away from what is hurting me. I'm going to move away from what's keeping me stuck. I'm going to move away from what's keeping me from my full potential. Or I stay and I do what I've always done. Either way, this choice is yours, and how you take this video is up to you guys. But I want to leave you with this one final message, and that is God has a plan for you, and that there are doors that are going to be closing in your guys' life, but I do not want you to stand in front of those closed doors. There's a reason for why those doors are closing. I want you to go through these doors that are opening, knowing that what's behind those doors is what's for you, is what's going to bring you fulfillment, is what's going to bring you happiness, it's what's going to bring you joy. But you've got to want it, and you got to work for it. And you just got to know that what you're leaving behind, it's not for you anymore. And what you're going ahead into, your future, your present, is what's for you. All right. So I felt like I had to reach that message out to someone. Hopefully it resonates. Hopefully it helps anyone. With that, you guys, I'm sending you healing, love, light. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you guys again soon.